Earliest memories would probably be living with my dad, and living with him was, he was physically and mentally abusive. He used what he called like a switch, which was pretty much just like a stick from like a tree. We were always, hitting spots where, nobody could tell. But, the bottom of our feet might have blisters, but you might not be able to tell because we're wearing shoes. So growing up with him was just like a nightmare that you never woke up from. He would just leave us alone for sometimes even days on end, and he would just make like a pot full of spaghetti and just leave it on the stove and say, warm it up if you get hungry. Or he'd go and buy 30 29-cent hamburgers and, just put it in the fridge and say, this is what you're eating for the week. He would wake me up before he'd go to work. I was like 9. I would stay up and make sure that my brother got up for school and that we ate breakfast and that we got to school on time. And then when we got home, we would, I'd have to make sure we did our homework and, just pretty much raise my brother the best I could. Every year in Orange County, there are over 30,000 reports of child abuse, neglect, and abandonment. 30,000. I was one of them. My name is April, and this is my story. One of my last memories of my dad was him being driven away in the cop car, and he was just screaming my name, April, why did you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? For some reason, he just always wanted to blame me and make me feel like everything was my fault. And I dropped out of high school. I started, hanging around with the wrong people, started drinking and smoking pot and doing that stuff when I was just a freshman, probably 13. I started using harder drugs, just like my mom had, even though I always told myself I never would. And then I just kind of started taking off for days, and I just kind of started living on my own. I lived, I was staying with friends on and off. I lived in different motels. Going in there, God revealed himself to me for the first time. God kind of reached out to me and he was like, I'm not who your dad said I was. I'm not who life has shown you. I'm here, I'm real, I love you, and I have more for you. I've been connected with a lot of the people, with a lot of the staff in Orangewood, and they've just kind of shown me that, you don't have to have the world rest on your shoulders. There's just so much opportunity that I had never known about. And I found out that they have money for me and that it's been waiting there the whole time, and I had no idea. Because of Orangewood, I was able to meet this wonderful woman named Valerie who has been a mentor to me, and she's just been such an inspiration in my life. She's just always kind of shown me, I think, what a mother would show her daughter. This is the way it's supposed to be. Don't settle for anything less. Without Orangewood, I would be in a very tough spot. I don't think I would have made it this far in school. There's just been countless people here that have kind of taken me and just shown me this is where you can find help. Here's another open door. Here's another open door. And everywhere I went, there was another open door. I'm really at an exciting time in my life because this semester I'm graduating, and I'm the first in my family to graduate. And then recently I got accepted to Cal State Fullerton. I'm going to be getting a degree in human services, and eventually I want to have a career in Orangewood, doing something to help people like myself. This is my story. There are thousands of others just like me.